Hi, you guys. I'm here. I need to know if you can hear me. I done bought another mic. I took the other one back and bought this one. So let me know if it is working. How are y'all today? Is the mic working? Yes. Is it a good sound? Is it bad or normal or better? How you doing? I need the mic feedback because I keep buying all these mics. I need to know y'all not saying nothing. Is it good, bad, normal, blah, the same? Okay. Thank you. Okay. So the title is how to use the power of suggestion on men. Ooh. Um, if you are new to, trying to get men to do stuff for you, you might have to ease into this one. Okay. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me well? Like, let me unplug it and plug it back. Okay, can you hear me better like this? Or this? Okay, so which one is the best? When I took it out or when I put it back in? Second one? This one? This one? Okay. Alright, forget it. I think this is the best way. Okay, so the power of suggestion is almost a form of hypnosis and like planting subliminal messages into people's minds. You know how they do on commercials and things like that to get you to do stuff. It's very easy to do. Anybody can do it if you can write. You know, you can do it. You can practice it on paper first. You can even do it to yourself if you want, like, to change some things about yourself. So, the first clue, and I talked about this in another video probably a long time ago, but the first thing you need to do is figure out what you want. Okay, so if you want someone to do something for you, for example, you want someone to get you something, okay? I want you to buy me this watch or this purse or whatever, okay? You're going to put the command in a sentence and get the person to agree to it without knowing, okay? So, for example, you can say something like this: do you remember when I asked you to buy me this watch and you said no? And he'll say, yeah, I remember that. I agree. So basically, he's agreeing to a key command. Any command in the sentence is going to go into the subconscious mind. So the only command in here is buy this watch. Okay? So all the other stuff goes away. It's in the conscious mind. The only command that gets planted in the subconscious mind is buy this watch. So make sure the command is in the sentence that they agree to. And if they agree to whatever you just asked them, subconsciously they're agreeing to buy you that watch. And they'll be like, what about it? Oh, I was just wondering if you remembered, it's a nice watch, and I was just, you don't have to get it if you don't want to, but I was just asking if you remember when I asked you, because do you remember what day that was? I forgot if that was a Monday or a Sunday. I'm trying to remember back. Make it like you're not trying to brainwash them. And they'll be like, yeah, I remember. And so basically they just agreed to buy you that watch. So eventually, if you keep saying these commands to him or to her, whoever, they're going to eventually start growing in their mind. Like, he won't even think it's your idea. It'll then become his idea. That seed will start growing. Why did she ask me about that watch? Well, she really must like that watch. Then it's going to keep growing and growing. Then he's going to get it to you for Christmas, birthday, Valentine's, or whatever, because now you've planted the command in his head. He's already agreed to it, and he just doesn't know it has to fulfill itself. You know what I'm saying? I did that same thing to James last night. Okay, and this morning he's gonna call me. Well, do you want that purse? I'm like, yeah. But if you want something and you know the person's gonna say no, you start off with something big as well when you brainwash. So, say, oh, do you remember that really expensive car that I liked? That we went and looked at and I test drove or whatever. And he'll be like, yeah. And then it's like, sorry, y'all, it went out. You should buy me a car like that, And I'll be like, well, maybe not like that. Maybe a little less. Maybe you go down about a couple thousand. I'll get it for you. But this is too expensive. If you find something cheaper, we'll look at it. So you always aim high and get what you want right here that you originally wanted. Say you go looking at Porsches, but you really want a Benz. And then be like, oh, let's go look at the Benz. And I guess, this costs too much. You're right. It's very expensive. Let's go look at the Benz. Or let's go look at the BMWs or the Lexus or whatever, He'll be like, okay. Then he'll be more likely to buy you one of those cars versus the original car you wanted, which is way out of, his price range maybe, or his comfort zone of spending. So you're going to start high and settle for what you really wanted in the first place, but you're going to act disappointed. So he has to get you something that's at least on a certain level. He's not going to say, oh, go get you, something way down here. He's going to let you get something at least luxury if you start high. So that's if you have a sugar daddy. Anyway, so make sure you understand how to start high to get what you want, and how to plant commands in people's minds through like talking to them. Okay, so for example, if you're trying to get a sugar daddy or a husband or a boyfriend or a boss to do anything for you, or to give you something, or to give you a raise, if you have talked to them about it before, do the same thing. Do you remember that raise that you were going to give me that we talked about? And I'll be like, yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I was just following up on that, And he was like, well, it's not time yet, but I'll keep you in mind. You just planted the thought in his mind, the seed in his mind, that he's going to give you that raise, or she's going to give you that raise, And when they agree to it, remembering it, they've secretly agreed to give it to you. Okay? So that's why you got to do stuff like that. And it's not really, people do it all the time. You just don't know. But as long as you're getting them to agree to the command in the sentence subconsciously, it's going to manifest. That's another thing you can do to help, bring stuff faster to you when you manifest. Plant seeds in other people's minds as well. At the same time, I'm trying to read some of these. Brainwash. Okay, it's not really brainwashing. It's the power of suggestion. And this is how you get them to really agree. Y'all remember the movie Get Out, when she was like stirring the cup? That was like getting him into a rhythm. If you start with a rhythm, you start doing something with a rhythm and have a relaxing voice, and you suggest something, first you got to get them emotionally involved. Like, you keep doing this, or you could do it with your hand. It could be visual or audio. You keep doing something like this. You touch on an emotional subject that is a trigger. Like, if I had to hypnotize you guys to stop dating Dusties, I would be like, how did you feel when that broke dude left you and went on to some other chick? How did you feel? You felt really bad, right? You felt really sad, right? Da 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 da. So I would take you emotionally down, and then I would replace it with something I wanted you to feel. Well, instead, what, you know, you should have never been with him anyway. You should only be with rich guys. You should only be with men who appreciate you. You know, da da da. So you'd be replacing that emotion with this emotion. So you giving them their power back mentally in their subconscious mind. And then you'd be like, okay, so next time you go out, that's what you're going to do, exactly what you're going to do. You're not going to stray, you're not going to do this, you're not going to do that. You're getting them in a relaxed state, you're talking in a calm voice, they're watching something or hearing something over and over. Their mind is opening up, their subconscious mind is opening up so that you can plant stuff in it, like straight up. You can do this with a guy. You know, if you have problems with a man, and this is exactly how you have to do it. And he won't know what you're doing. You know, he'll just be like, you know. And then once it's over, you just stop and walk away. Bluntly. Okay. And it's stuck. You know, that rhythm, once it stops, it's it. It's over. It's done. So I've been doing this to my kids. And they just clean up now. I don't have to ask them more than once. You know, it's subtle, but it does work. You know, it also helps increase your ability to get people to agree with you as well. Like when you're talking to someone and you want them to agree with you, and you know they're not, just keep nodding your head yes, and they're gonna do the same thing. You know, like, do you like this shirt that I have on? They're gonna be like, even though they're lying. Or, you know, do you want to go eat sushi today? Smile, and like, they're gonna be like, you know, if they don't like sushi, they'll be like, well, do they have something else on the menu? You're like, yeah, they got like everything, you know. You're like, sure, I'll go, you know. So when you ask something, tilt your head to the side, look them in the eye, and nod. They're gonna keep agreeing with you. So these are some tricks. There's lots of videos y'all can look up, and they teach you all these tricks online. You can get a book on hypnosis. You can get all that and start practicing this on people, because you know they do it to you on the TV anyway. They do it to you on commercials. So you might as well start doing it to people to get what you want to, right? You can even hypnotize yourself sometimes. You know, if you're trying to lose weight, go to a mirror and do the same thing to yourself. You know, I prefer visual. I'm a visual person, so I prefer like visual rhythm instead of like TikTok, like audio rhythm, or you could do both. But if I see something moving over and over, it relaxes me. You know, so I suggest that. Plus, men are more visual, okay, as well. But if you can get both, like if you can tap and do both, even better. It's probably gonna go deeper. Okay. Is it okay to be a gold digger? It's very okay. You know, it's okay to be a gold digger. Yes, it is, because you're going to be getting exactly what you want. You know, so why not? Okay. I'm going to hypnotize myself later on today. This is another way you can also go into a trance. You know, if you have trouble sleeping, you do this before you go to bed, and you're going to fall right out. How to get a potential boyfriend to get used to giving me gifts without asking. Every time that they come to see you, ask for something small, and then grow gradually and gradually. If every time you see them, you ask for something small, every time you talk to them, and they're on their way to see you. They're gonna ask you if you need something, if you want something, if you want them to pick you up something, and that's how you get them in the habit of offering to buy you things. And even if it's just a pack of gum, a battery, something, and they just keep getting bigger. It's like, oh, I forgot, I need a bottle of wine for, I gotta take it to my mom's the next day, and I didn't have time to go shopping, and I don't have time to go to the store. Could you pick me up a bottle of, name some expensive wine, because she doesn't drink, she only drinks that kind. And he'll buy you some expensive wine. Then later, it's like, you know what, you're so nice to me, you're so good to me, you buy me so much stuff, you just spoil me so much. He's like, that's nothing. You think that's spoiling? And it's like, well, you know, what's spoiling to you? Why don't you show me? Now he's opened his mouth. Now it's too late. Now he got to show you. Like, let's go to the mall. Let's go shopping. Or if he asks you what you're doing on the phone, oh, I'm just looking at online things that making my wish list on Amazon. Oh, what are you putting on there? Oh, stuff I wish I could buy one day. Oh, well, send it to me. Okay. It's the power of suggestion. You can use it in that too. Oh, I'm just looking online. Do you remember that shop we passed and that purse in the window that I really liked? That I really liked. And he'd be like, yeah, I'm looking at that purse to buy. So when you say I'm looking at that purse to buy, what he's really hearing is you that purse to buy. Okay, that's the command. That purse to buy. So now he's like, well, what purse is it? Send me the link. Let me see your Amazon wish list. Da, da, da. And there you go. So you have to sneak it in. You gotta be sneaky with it and suggest it. You're not really gonna ask him, but you're gonna flirt around with the idea to see what he says. And if he doesn't think he can start any other type of conversation with you or impress you with anything else, he's gonna go ahead and buy you what you want or ask you to send him the link so he can buy it, because it's gonna change the tone of the conversation. After he agrees to buy it, or after you send him the wish list, the conversation's gonna get better, because now you're gonna get something. So you're gonna be like, so how's your day been? Oh, well, that's so nice. Blah 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 blah. And then he's gonna be like, oh yeah, da da da. It's like, oh, you're so sweet. I can't wait to get the gift that you buy me. So keep throwing that in there. And he's like, oh yeah, it's gonna be great. I can't wait. I'm gonna thank you. I'm gonna give you a huge thank you. You'll never forget this. And he'll be like, oh, he might send you something extra. So make sure you're not just coming straight up and asking them, I need some money, or I need some money. I need $500. No, they're not gonna do it to you like that. You gotta suggest it like a child, and subconsciously, when a child asks you for something, you do anything to get it for them, right? So a childlike voice with a command in between the words, you're gonna get it. Okay. So how do I stop a player who says he loves me on his tracks? Huh? Oh, in his tracks. If a man rushes to say I love you, it's because they want something from you. So if you say, oh, if you love me, would you buy me this? Because if somebody love you, they're going to buy you whatever you ask for. Ain't that right? Or if it's in reason, right? If someone loves you, that means they'll die for you. They want anybody else above you. If they love you, a $2,000 purse, it's nothing. Or a new iPad Pro is nothing. Okay? So ask them, if they say they love you, that's a grand gesture. Say, oh, if you love me, buy me this. Prove your love, basically. And if they can't prove their love to you, they don't love you. Right? So that's how you stop them in their tracks. You ask them for something. They're getting ready to ask you for something after they tell you they love you. So you go ahead and beat them to the punch. How do you change your looks often? I change them all the time because you gotta keep it fresh. That's another thing. You want drastic change and you want to look different, you gotta go dramatic change. Change everything because you're able to. Let's see. Where do you meet rich men in London? In the rich restaurants, expensive restaurants, any place where it costs a lot of money to get into or to eat at or to do whatever. I don't live in London. But that's where all the rich people are, where the other ones are. The expensive places. Okay. Why can't we ask for money directly? Why is it wrong? If you don't look like a supermodel or their favorite actress that they're obsessed with, you can't ask for money direct. Because if they're not super attracted to you, and then there's somebody else that looks way better than you sitting over here, and they're going to play the game with them, they're going to stop calling you. Okay? So unless you look good enough to ask for something like that, you can't. Right? You got to be like a 10 to be able to directly ask for some money. Or they have to think you're a 10. You don't have to really be a 10. They have to think you're a 10. They have to feel like you're a 10. They have to be weak from you. Right? So that's why it's hard to directly ask, because if you don't look like a certain way, they're not going to give it to you. They're like, are you really asking me for money like that? I mean, no. Or they'll make up an excuse. So unless you look good, you can't directly ask. You can joke around and see what they do. Like, you should just give me some money so I can go shopping, upgrade my look so I can look as good as you. Joke around. Use a sense of humor to throw it in there. Like, look at you, looking all cute or looking all nice and put together. I need to upgrade. You need to take me shopping. So I can look good standing next to you. I need nice stuff too, like you, so we can shine together. They'll think it's funny and they'll think it's cute and just give them the little innocent kid look, like, and wait for their response. But don't just, I need some money. No, you don't. You need some manners. Because I wouldn't even come off like that. You gotta trick people to thinking it's their idea or ask in a cute way to where they have a choice and they don't know if you're joking or not. But at least they know what you want. And the next time, if they can do it, they might do it. So you don't come straight out and ask. And unless you're a hooker, a prostitute, a call girl, and that's the protocol, yeah. But if you're just dating or you're trying to secure a sugar daddy, then you have to suggest or make an arrangement prior to meeting, before you even meet. So make sure you're not just sitting there waiting for the opportunity to ask this dude for some money, because that's really kind of trashy. Okay. Shira, could you please speak on a situation where whenever a woman asks her sugar daddy for money, gets upset and talks shit, but then gives the money anyway? Well, if he gets mad and gives you the money anyway, I mean, mission accomplished. Who cares? Why do you care? You got the money. Goal, you know, because he's probably in a state in his mind where he thinks that he's growing on you, and you're gonna stop asking him for money, or he really can't really afford you like you think he can, or he wants you to work for it and feel guilty about taking it because he feels like, you know, you should love him for him even though he knows that will never happen. It's just, it's more for him than it is for you. You know what I'm saying? It's more for him than it is for you. And if he gets mad and he has to give you money, say, well, why don't you just buy me a business then, and I can make money on my own? No, he ain't gonna do that, because then you can leave him. So, you know, just like, well, why don't you just have it deposited in my bank every month so I don't have to ask you? You know, you set it up that way to have a direct deposit in my bank account or my PayPal account every month. Have it deducted. You know, be very easy, and we'll have to talk about it. You won't even know it's gone. I'll just be happy, and we'll never have to argue again. You know, that's what you got to do. Solve the problem, and he might feel like he's gonna give it to you anyway, but he don't like to do it, so he might as well put you on direct payment. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. So we're going to work on the power of suggestion. The next time you have an argument with a man for giving you money, just write one of these command sentences and lay it on him. Be like, "You love giving me money. Don't need to argue with me anymore. We don't need. Okay, you love giving me money. We don't need to argue anymore about this, right?" He'll be like, "Right." Or you say, "You love giving me money. Is that the right time? 3:30?" We're like, "Yeah." So he just agreed that he loves giving you money, and you snuck in the time thing to make him say yes. You know, trick him like that. Okay, supplant it in his mind. So the next time it's time to get some money, he's gonna give it to you lovingly, or with less of a fight, and it's gonna keep growing every time. If he argues, keep doing it. You love giving me money. Oh my God, is that the right time? 3:30. Uh huh. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Do the rhythm thing too. Like, you love giving me money, don't you? Look him in the eye. Is that the right time? Is it 3:30? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Bye. You know, um, program that in his head. Okay. That's what you gotta do. Get you a teacup like on Get Out, girl. So they won't know what you're doing. Maybe you could use an iced teacup with a spoon, so it don't look so obvious. Or you get a glass and just tap it like this. You know, they won't know. You gotta have a sense of humor with it, because you can't argue with a sense of humor. You just can't argue with something silly, okay? It's gonna be like, you're right. Embarrass them. Say something like real sexy to them. You love giving me money. When we're laying together and cuddling. You love everything about me. You love to take care of me, don't you? Is that the right time? 3 o'clock? Oh my God, I gotta go. Is that the right time? Yes. Bam. Got it. Okay. Why do some men like hanging out with they friends more than their women? Because they could get other women while they're hanging out with their friends. And they're still young. They're still young. And you talk too much. And you boring. Probably. So the the thing is to make them not want to hang out with their friends because they worried about you. The only time a man is going to pick you over his friends is when it's a new relationship, or when he worried that you getting ready to go, leave, what you worried about what you're doing over here. So when he starts to try to go hang out with his friends, you get dressed too. Okay? I keep telling y'all this. Don't stay at the house. Be like, oh, I'm going out too. You know, I hope you have fun, because I don't know what time I'll be home. You go out too. That's what you have to do. If you got a bunch of kids, have an on-call babysitter, okay, that you can call in a moment's notice. If they go out, you can go out. Just do the same thing, and then he's gonna start staying at home so you can stay at home, okay? Because he's out with his friends, but he don't know what you're doing, and that will bother a man in his mind if he really, because men are more possessive, So you're going out alone or with your friends. He don't know if you're lying, if you're going on a date. So he's gonna start staying home more. You need to stay home. I'm staying home. You know. Okay. I had to force my ex to have friends. Okay. My older sis boyfriend is a gold digger or best friend. I keep telling her, she doesn't listen. My older sister, best friend is okay. Do pharmacists make good money? Not unless they own the pharmacy. Pharmacists don't make enough money to, pay your bills and their bills. Why do some men? Okay, this is an old question. So, where would I find men who are architects? An architectural firm. Go downtown. Most of them are downtown. In an office building. It's like architectural firm. Go look them up. Google. Go eat around those areas where they go to lunch. Go eat at the little restaurant that's in the office building. Most office buildings have like a little place to eat at the bottom. Restaurants that are around there, they go to lunch at. There you go. Go in there looking cute. I went to an architect's funeral, and he had a young wife, and he was old. She was sitting up there looking cute, like in the front row at the funeral. She had her sunglasses on, young. She was my age. He was like old. And Sheila Jackson Lee was there. He had like all these elite people. He like built a bunch of the schools and libraries and like things in Houston. He was like really well known. And they make a lot of money. He was a millionaire. Like he left that young thing a lot of money, okay? And he just looked like a normal dude. So, his office was in an architectural firm building. Where he hung out and ate was near, there you go. I don't know where she met him, but I'm pretty sure she put herself in position to meet him, because that don't just happen. Or unless he came after her, but you gotta put yourself in the position to meet these men, okay? You can't just hope and pray that one walks up to you. You gotta put yourself in their path as well. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of competition, so you have to stand out. You got to be special. You got to get them commands going. You don't want nobody else but me, right? Oh my God, what time is it? Is it 3:30? Why you keep asking for the time? I'm gonna buy you a watch. See, now they're gonna buy you the watch. So you just basically needed them to agree. So you gotta say something for them to say yes to automatically. Like, is that Versace? If they're wearing it. So the command sentences, if you want to lock down a man and get them and to make up their mind about you, use these commands, okay? Like everything is mental and subconscious, and people are going to react to it whether they know it or not eventually, So keep doing all those things. Go find those videos, work on those sentences and those commands and agreements, and then, you're gonna get what you want eventually. You just keep doing it over and over. It's gonna happen. The seed's gonna get planted. You're watering it. It's gonna manifest because it's proven psychology. Okay. Um. Okay, I can't. I'm trying to read. Architects love drinking and they love self adoration. So give them lots of alcohol and comments. Yeah, that's how my husband knew him from the bar. Speaking of bar. Oh, my brother gave me this, and it was left over from Thanksgiving, and I just opened it. It's like Red's blueberry ale. I'm like, oh, it tastes like blueberry. Tastes like a wine cooler. It's kind of good. Hmm. How you doing? So this is the kind of stuff we're gonna be learning. This is the kind of stuff that I'm working on, trying to teach you guys, so that y'all have some techniques over an advantage over these other chicks. So you're gonna be gold digging with psychology, mentalism, hypnotism, everything. So you have an advantage. So you just gotta, you know, you gotta take advantage of the advantage. Oh my God, y'all stop asking me about exes. Exes are an ex for a reason. They weren't for you. Okay. And y'all keep asking me. The best way to get revenge is to do better. You know, that's the best revenge. They don't want you. They don't care about you. They're gonna do what's best for them logically. Logically. Okay. They're not emotional like women when they make major decisions. They're logical. So if they went and married some girl the parents wanted them to marry, that's what was logical to them at the time, because maybe they have an inheritance that they want to get their hands on, and if they don't marry the right person, the parents are going to write them out of their will. That's logical, right? You're not worth all that money to them, basically, okay? So they're going to choose the logical thing, okay? Don't marry her, or I'm writing you out the will, or I'm not going to treat you right, or I'm not going to treat her right. Instead of having a life of craziness and, not getting the inheritance that they are supposed to get, they're just going to marry the person that the mom wants them to marry, okay? It's probably not personal. It's a logical business transaction, which is what marriage is. It's business, okay? So if you think marriage is not a business, why do you have to sign legal contracts, okay? And why do you have to hire a lawyer to get out of one? Because it is a business. It's not about how you feel. It's a business. And most people get married, and it's because they feel like, okay, well, I need a woman in my life, permanently. I want her to raise my kids, have my kids. Let's get married so that we can all be legal. I can get the tax write-offs. I can claim her as a dependent. I can claim my kids as a dependent. We can get a better tax break. Da da da. Blah blah blah. We can get approved for this loan faster. Da da da. It's business. Okay. It's not about because I truly love this person. If it's an added bonus if it has that part in it. That's why women have to seduce men to get them to have marriage, because they think, oh, I have this beautiful woman, everything good's gonna happen, she's gonna give me kids, the kids are gonna be beautiful, da da da. So you're painting a beautiful picture in their mind, and you're also getting a business deal as well. So it's not about love. So sorry, people can date for love. You don't have to marry for love. You can date for love. Okay. Okay, miss. Okay. More tips on marriage. Marriage is, once you're in it, you're in it. That's it. Unless they paying to get out, pretty much just be yourself like you were before you had to fake it to make it. Pretty much. Because that's what they're going to turn into. That's what the men are going to turn into. They're just going to sit down on the couch, watch TV, eat, do whatever they do, and then go sleep and go to work. It's not going to be like the honeymoon phase. It's not going to be like perfect, everything. Unless it's best if you have your own hobbies. You're not always stuck under each other because you're going to be there for a long time. You're going to get sick of each other. So have your own hobbies, stuff that you like to do, and maybe come once or twice a week to, hang out together. But don't always be up under each other because that's the thing that will ruin a marriage, being up under each other. Get away from each other so that when he sees you, his heart still beats faster instead of no change, So when he sees you, it's exciting and not, I see this person every day, all day. Or when he talks to you, he wants to listen to you because you don't talk his ear off at home all the time. So, gotta keep him chasing. That's it. Don't get comfortable. Never get comfortable in a marriage unless never get comfortable with a person in a marriage. Always keep them chasing. If you want to start being more of yourself than you were before, let that side come out. But don't get too comfortable. Okay? Because once you get too comfortable, they're going to be like, I'm going to go see what else is over here. Once you get too comfortable and make them stop chasing you, they're going to grow bored and want to chase something else. So never let them catch you fully. Always want something more. Always keep them chasing. Always never be satisfied with what they give you. Maybe every other time. Every third time, don't be satisfied. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like this. It's pretty, but it's not really my taste. Try again. Keep them competing for you. Okay? Always have them seeking your approval for things. That's another way to keep it fresh. Don't nag them, but use the power of suggestion, like I suggest. If you want them to mow the lawn, instead of saying, "Oh, you need to go mow the lawn, you lazy." Oh my God, I saw the neighbor mowing the lawn yesterday. Their yard looks so good. I wonder what kind of fertilizer they're using. I'm gonna go ask him. First of all, you just complimented the man neighbor mowing the lawn. He might have had his shirt off. You don't know. You said fertilizer, too much close to fertility. Then you said you're going to go ask him. And then you're going to go over there, cross the line, and talk to this man over here who's doing what he's supposed to be doing. So your husband is going to hop up, or your boyfriend is going to hop up and get that lawnmower and be like, I'll ask him, don't worry about it. I'm going out there right now. So power of suggestion is better than you need to go on the lawn. You lazy. That's gonna make him sit there longer. It's talking about, ooh, that man mowing the lawn next door. He asked me if we did throw this in there. If you really want to get him, he asked if I wanted him to mow my lawn. That sounds sexual. And I was like, no, my husband gonna do it. He like mowing the lawn. I like to watch him mow the lawn too. You throw him a little compliment, girl, he getting up. It's over. Nagging doesn't get anything done. Because if you nag, they're going to hate coming home. They're going to be uncomfortable. They're going to be like, ugh, I got to go home and listen to this nagging lady. You're going to be like, become their mom. And then they're going to go find somebody that don't nag them and doesn't remind them of their mother. So stop all the nagging and start using the power of suggestion, because it works and you can get whatever you want. Just like I got him to get a house, car, everything. Purse. Get my purse down. So, power of suggestion. And it doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like you're trying to manipulate them if you're just using it in regular conversation to interact with them. Or you're just talking, It doesn't seem like you're up to something, because they're asking you the question. They're engaging you in the conversation. And now you see your opportunity to get them. So, exactly. Once you know the game, you can't get played. And a lot of men, they know the game, but they don't know this part of the game. They don't know the psychological part of the game. They don't know the command sentences and silly questions part of the game. They might now if they find this video, but chances are if they're on this video, they're not your target. Okay? How do you reject a guy in a nice way? Oh, that's easy. But if you want to be nice, if you're feeling good that day, all you got to do is tell them about your problems, and they will leave on their own. Become the most negative part of their day, and they will leave. They're like, oh, so what your name is? Da 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 blah blah. You know, how are you? I like you. Give me your phone number. Oh, okay. Hold on 1 second. Well, my phone is off right now, or I'm just looking at my contacts. My phone is off right now. So, what is your phone number? I'm gonna call you when I get home to my mom's house, and I'm gonna call you from there, okay? And then maybe we can talk about getting my phone back on so we can FaceTime. Gone. Asking to pay a bill. Gone. How to ask older rich boyfriend to pay my bills? Lose your job. Make him the hero. Fake lose your job. Call him all crying. I lost my job today. I just want to come over and I just want you to hold me. He's gonna jump up. I need you to help me figure this out. He's gonna think you're in a vulnerable position. He's gonna try to take advantage of you, but you gotta make sure you get him to agree to pay them bills first and get some cash right then and there, because such and such bills are due tomorrow. So you lost your job, Home Depot, Connie. Then you just pop, I got something on my record. I can't get a job. What's on your record? You promise you won't judge me? And he's like, yeah. Well, when a long time ago I got caught shoplifting because my mom was too poor. Gotta give him a sob story. My mom was too poor to afford me some new shoes. And my other shoes were too small, and I got caught stealing shoes. She still helps me out to this day because of that. She feels so bad, but I can't just get any job. Like, I can't. Well, how much are your bills? Oh, I don't know. Let me add them up. Like, if you already have the number on the top of your head, he gonna know his plan. So he's like, oh, let me add them up. Like, add them in your mind. Like, well, it's probably gonna be around this much a month. And look at him like you're waiting on a response. And he'll be like, oh, that's not that much. I can help you out. I can pay those bills for you. Maybe I can even put you on my car insurance. You don't have to pay that. We can get that bill out the way. Or maybe I can put you on my, then he's going to start trying to, manage you because he thinks he knows all the answers to your financial problems. He's going to really get involved emotionally in solving your financial problems. And then you don't have to work anymore. That's it. Or you can start saving the money that he's giving you and, whatever. Y'all remember the person who said that man gave them $100 and fed them a pork chop? What? I don't know what y'all watching. I started to learn that men want to be a hero instead of a sucker. I started to get a lot more money without struggle. Exactly. Let them rescue you. That's what they want to do. There's too many women out here today that, oh, I got it. I know how to do it. I'm independent. I can do it. There are no opportunities for men to be heroes anymore. You give them one, they're going to fly in there like Superman, and rescue you. You're like, thank you so much. oh, you're so sweet, you're so nice, oh my god, I can't believe it. They're gonna be like sticking their chest out like this. Yeah, I'm the big man. It makes them feel masculine to help you. So they're gonna do it. So instead of nagging, suggest. Instead of asking, come up with a plan to make them the hero. There you got it. And if you're not comfortable doing this, you need to practice on people you know and see what happens. You know, practice on people you know, like the power of suggestion. Practice on people you know first. Get good at it, then bring it to the sugar daddies and the men. Okay. Would you say it's bad karma that plays into someone's insecurities? No, it's a choice. Everything is free will. You have a choice to feel insecure. You have a choice to feel confident. You have a choice to fake it till you make it too. So if you're choosing to stay insecure and feel insecure and not do anything about it and move on and fake it till you make it, that's your choice. So all you got to do is decide not to do that anymore, and then don't do it. That's pretty much it. Everybody wants to make everything overcomplicated, but it's not. Right. If you know that your sugar daddy has an insecurity, you work on it. You use it to your advantage. It's there for a reason. Just like they're going to use your insecurity, which is you need money, to their advantage. So you might as well use it against them too. This is kind of growing on me. I like it. I made him give me a ring, and now he's marrying me this December 26th. Ooh, congrats. Wait, hold on. Then, what? No living together first. What? Okay. Would you advise a woman to live with a sugar daddy who wants her to, even if she doesn't like or love him? It depends on your situation. Are you desperate? Do you already have a place to live? Do you live at home with your mama or your daddy? Do you have your own apartment, place, house? What? Because if you're living with him, he might stop giving you money. If you're living with him, I always say, if you're going to live with him, always get a big chunk of money and put it in your account so that you can leave whenever you want. And also make sure you have an agreement that you're getting this much a month, even though you're living with him, so that you can keep saving your money, keep saving and saving, and when you want to leave, you out and you got a bunch of money saved. You can go get any apartment, any house, down payment you want. So use it to your benefit. Don't think about love and this is an investment, and you're going to level up after you leave him. And if you don't leave him, and he's old, he might write you into his will. Then you're going to inherit some stuff, okay? So make sure you're using your brain and your logic instead of your emotion, okay? Because if that were me, look at Anna Nicole Smith. She moved in with that old dude, and then she bought her a house. Marilyn Monroe's old house, okay? So make sure you're doing it for logical reasons. Men make logical decisions when it comes to women. So you need to be doing the same thing. Okay? Make sure you don't get caught up in those emotions, because that's when you make dumb decisions. All he's going to do is go look for somebody else that wants to live with him, and you're going to be kicked to the curb. As soon as Sharkeisha come along, like, hey, I'll live with you. Okay. You got a car I can drive? Okay, I'm coming. I'll be there in 2 hours. Okay, she's coming in 2 hours. You sitting over here twiddling your thumb. I don't know if I want to leave with you. Girl, you better jump on it. Get in there, get all this money, save your money, get the gifts. Get the amount before you move in, just in case you want to move out. It's not going to kill you unless you have kids and you can't bring them. I don't see any point why you wouldn't go and have a free ride in a very nice place, while you can save all the money he gives you, and while you're living in a first class place. Lifestyle. You can have wine all day long. You can drink all day long. You don't have to. And chances are he's gonna be at work most of the time. So it's like your own apartment, but nicer, or house if he's got a mansion or a penthouse or whatever. How to use power of suggestion to not have sex with the sugar daddy. Same way, you don't want to have sex with me. I'll give you a heart attack. Or you don't want to have sex with me. You're gonna be hooked, right? You'll be my slave if you have sex with me. You don't want to do that, do you? You know. What? Oh yeah. Then tell him you're real fertile too. I'm really fertile, I will get pregnant really quick, okay? Now he's got the pregnant thing in his mind. Oh, she's going to try to get pregnant from me. Oh, hell no. And I'm not on the pill either. Throw all that stuff out there. I get pregnant fast. I get pregnant easy. Condoms break. I'm very fertile. We would make a cute baby. Throw all of that in there. He's like, oh, hell no. No, that's okay. We can hold hands and kiss and rub up against each other. Throw all of that in there. Oh, he gonna start thinking about his child support. He not gonna want to sleep with you no time soon. But you can still keep him aroused so that he'll think about it. But then that'll always kick back in. Oh, she's talking about kids. And then he'll back up. Why do all the foot guys come in here after me? Maybe they think I have nice feet. Y'all don't want to see my feet. I've been walking on the treadmill. I need a pedicure. It's a mess. Okay, y'all don't want to see my feet. Not today. I'm 29 years old. I have a 6-month-old. What's the best way to play the game? Thinking about lying and saying I have no kids. If he's 6 months and you have a good babysitter and things like that, I would not say I have kids. I would just say I'm single. And they say, do you have kids? Like, oh, I would love to have 3 kids. I would love to have 3 kids one day. You're not answering the question, but you're not lying either. You know what I'm saying? I would love to have 3 kids one day, or 2 kids one day, a boy and a girl. I would like to name one, da-da-da-da-da. Like, but, yeah. Enough about me. Let's talk about you. Change the subject up. Answer it without answering it. Be political. Okay? Someone she said, yes, ma'am, I will move in with him when I graduate from UHD in May. You're so smart. Yes, girl. You can save up all that money and go get you a down payment on a house. Okay? Get you a nice, cushy, secure job with your degree if you plan on working. And then, that can be your nest egg. You can just have a huge savings. Get good Christmas presents. Live in a nice area. Level up. Get the respect that you feel you deserve. And probably get a nice car. Whatever, You know how many people in other countries are dying to have some rich dude ask them to come and live with them? Are you serious? You better go. You don't have no kids. You're young. Show your feet, please. No, thank you. Okay, I have a PayPal. I got a PayPal link on my channel page. If you go click that and put something in there, I'll show my feet. Okay. The best age to date of men, older men. Older men are more generous. 55 and up, yes. should I move in with a man who makes 100K so I can save money? Yeah. Anybody who's gonna let you live rent free and give you money, if they're not giving you money and you're just living there, and they want something from you, get something back from them. Like at least paying some of your bills while you live there, like phone bill or something, car note, whatever. Get something paid and save all your money. Best age for me to marry? If you marry an old man, best to get married before you're 30. But anytime after that is fine. But if you're below 30, I say wait till at least you're 30 to get married. You know, if you find somebody rich already and you can't wait till you're 30, go ahead because that's exactly what you want. So go ahead. But if he's not rich, wait. Wait, something better might come along. Right? You love my feet. Show your feet, show your feet. I love your feet. Thank you, thank you. Best date outfit with a sugar daddy in a nice hotel in Switzerland. A dress and heels, like a cute, classy dress, maybe to the knee or below the knee, well fitted, some heels, you know, cute makeup, nothing too casual, but something nice enough to let him see your worth. Somebody's writing me. What do you want? Okay. What does it mean if a guy asks you if you work upon conversation? Do you work? Are they rich or are they broke? Because if they're broke, they're asking you if they have to pay anything for you. Do you want anything from them because they don't have it? If they're rich, they're trying to get you dependent on them in some way so they can get what they want out of you quick. They're trying to set you up for a deal and a proposition. Do you work? Oh, you don't work? Well, you know, I have a deal for you. Or how about we make an arrangement? Or I know you need this money, so let's talk. If they're broke, I don't want to pay your bills. I can't do nothing for you. You got your own money. I got 10 baby mamas. I'm on child support. That's what they're trying to tell you. How can you stay sexually satisfied with an older man the same way you do with the younger man? Because none of them can really satisfy you. You know, they're thinking they are, you pretending they are, but most of the young guys don't know what they're doing. Older man know more what he's doing than the young guy. Shoot. Okay. Old man been practicing. Old man know take his time. He ain't got nowhere to go. He ain't got to go see his other baby mama. He ain't got to go to work. You know, he get there when he feel like it because he been there so long. They, you know, old guys are like, you know, they still got to think about George Clooney, Denzel Washington. Do they look like they're bad lovers? Because they're like 60 something. Okay, so they know what they're doing. They're more about pleasing you first. First of all, they're gonna please you first, impress you first, give you what you want first. Okay, and they don't ask you to do all that freaky stuff unless you know they're already married and they've never done it before, and they want you to do it with you because they handing you thousands of dollars, you know, every month. But you know, when you're married, they don't need all that stuff. It's just like they're just happy to have something young and nice to look at. That's all. So young guys, they hurry up and get theirs, then they leave and go on to the next one. You think, oh, just because he was laying in the bed, you know, moving around, and he's cute, you know, I'm special. No. Okay? Older guys are way more advanced and will satisfy you more than once because they know how and they have the time and they can. Young guys, I would never. Like, I'm like, ugh, get off me. Like, you ain't doing nothing over there. You ain't doing nothing. You think you're doing something. You ain't doing nothing. That's why Don't even bother. Like, there's nothing you can do for me except for give me some money, okay? And you don't have none, so keep it step, keep it moving. I don't even deal with young guys. It's like they're too young. It's like they're children to me. I've been dating old guys and older men all my life mostly, and if I were to date someone my own age, or to have to even pretend to be attracted and date someone my own age, I would feel like I was robbing the cradle. I would be like, ooh, you was born in the 80s? Ooh, can't even do, I can't do it. If you were born in the 80s, bypass. You gotta be way older. You gotta be at least born in the 60s or the 50s to get it, to get over here. Sorry. Okay. I don't do young guys. Like I would never. For fun, yeah, we dated. I dated young guys for fun, but it was just like hanging out with your brother or your cousin. It's not the same as being with a man. A man who can say, "I got it. Don't worry about it. Let me pay for everything. Let me buy you a car. Here's your house. Here's your keys." That's what I like. I don't like. We're going to the arcade today. What time we going to the movies? You know. Um, I gotta go to work and I don't know what time I'm gonna be home, so I'm gonna hang out with my friends tonight. I don't need all that. I gotta go get the new video game, so I can't buy you this because the new video game is coming out and we gotta get it and I gotta have it. Oh, the new Jordans are coming out, so I can't pay your phone bill. Can you help me out with mine because it's gonna go over and I don't make that much money. No, I don't feel like dealing with all that. I don't deal with none of that. I want here, thank you. You know, wine and dine. I need that. That's a man to me. Can't deal with this little boy stuff. Don't want to deal with it. Will never deal with it. So I don't want to compromise with it either. I don't want to pretend I like it either. You know, because I'm too mature for that. I'm too grown in my head. I'm too advanced in my brain to sit there and watch a grown man play video games in junior high school kid clothes. Okay, I'm too old for that. Can't do it no more ever. Like after the age of 20, I was done. So, rather an old guy. They know what they're doing. They're financially stable. Got nice places to take you. You could actually dress up when you go out. Some oldies are cheap. Well, you in the wrong area. You gotta go get the rich oldies or the oldies with good careers. If they're old and cheap, it's because they don't have a good career, good social security, or they don't have a 401k and they gotta save up for retirement, so they can't spend it on you. Go find you somebody that was in the, in the oil business or, technology or something that's old and get ready, still working his last 10 years and whatever. They got it. They got saved up vacation time and all that good stuff. If you got an old cheap one, you sold yourself short. It's like when my husband try to get cheap, when he try to get cheap on me, I remind him of his age and my age. I always do that. I'm like, you're this many years older than me. Okay, you should have it together, but you should be able to do this and that. Okay, if I wanted to deal with that, I would go date somebody my own age. That's what I tell him. Every time you try, he might try to sneak it in to see what he can get away with, and I keep reminding him, you can't get away with that. You old, I'm young. Then he just go right back to doing what he's supposed to be doing. Like, don't get comfortable. Don't get comfortable because it don't work like that. So, there's a cute guy at Costco in the gas station area, but he works at Costco. Girl, why you... Girl, you made me waste my time reading that. There's cute guys everywhere, okay? Cute don't pay the bills. Cute don't take you out to nice restaurants. Cute don't buy you nice Christmas gifts. Okay? Cute don't even get you Christmas gifts. You getting them Christmas gifts. Stop looking at people that work at the gas station. Have some goals. Have some standards. Okay? You're too old to be looking at people working at the gas station. I have the same problem. Why do y'all waste y'all time typing, "Ooh, this boy is cute, but he work at this place"? Like, that's not cute. Okay, that's sad. You can't be cute and be broke. Okay, that don't make sense. You can't be cute and broke unless you're a woman. And most women who are cute aren't broke. Okay, just so y'all know, we got money. We just want yours too, guys. I'm reading some someone says throw their cheap dollar store bath bombs back at them if they give you a bad gift. Um, does culture matter? I'm in Pakistan. These men see me, feel too intimidated to come up to me. Well, that's because they already know your belief system, and I don't know what type of man you're trying to lure in, but most guys, I don't know if you're in America and you're trying to get an American dude, what? If you someone just asked me they broke up or divorced their rich ex, how do they get the zest back in their life? You start dating. If you're in a culture where you can't date, go visit another culture where you can date. Okay, you're too old to be sitting there following some rules that aren't going to make you happy. That's the men do. They go out of the country and they go do what they need to do. So you go do the same. You know, go do what you need to do, and then come back and nobody will ever know. Okay. Get you a passport, get you some plane tickets, and go over here, go over there. Change your name to Maria, I don't know, and do what you need to do. Okay? That's what you do. I'm trying to read some more of these. CVS Christmas presents like a watch from here. What? My ex gave me a gift basket and roses as an apology. I just dropped it on the floor and left. I've done that too. Like, oop. When me and James first started dating, he made me mad about something, and I wouldn't talk to him. I kind of broke up with him, and he begged me to meet him out. Begged me, like literally begged me. Meet me at this restaurant. Da da da. So I pull up in the parking lot, and he has like these flowers, this crystal vase with roses in it and stuff like that. And so, please come home with me. Come back with me. Da da da. I'm like, no, I'm not going with you. You know. And he got mad, and he was like, well, I just gave you all these roses, and I just dropped them right there by his car, by his tire, like, shh. I got in my car and drove off. That's what you gotta do sometimes. You gotta risk everything to let them know that you mean business. Don't come back here unless you got some money, some jewelry, some something. You know what I'm saying? So, you have to risk it all. Because they feel like you got something else lined up, and they're in competition, so they're going to have to keep trying. If you go back right then and there, they're like, she fell for it. So got them flowers at the grocery store, and that's all it took to get her back. Then so when you first started dating, if it's a new relationship, or if they're trying to get you back because you left them, you got to treat them really bad. Otherwise, they won't feel like they did anything to earn you back. It was too easy, and then they're just gonna keep doing the same old stuff that they were doing because it's too easy. All they gotta do is go get some flowers. Oh no, I'm gonna break the flowers. You're gonna risk cutting yourself, getting your tires slashed, and I'm driving off. Go do better. Now they gotta think about what you want, how to get you back. Now they gotta think about you. This is how you get men to think about you more than just sex. They gotta figure out your mind and how to get you back and what's it gonna take. Now they start thinking about you as an individual. What does she like? What does she enjoy? Is there a trip that I can take her on? Where does she always wanted to go? Then they start remembering all the conversations you had, trying to figure out, the um, magic combination to get you back. That's how you keep guys from seeing you as more than sex. You challenge them. Okay. So, time is. I gotta go very soon. So, if y'all have any more quick questions, how do you get a guy to stop hitting you? Get a gun? Duh. You get a gun. Get a baseball bat. Call the police. That's how you do that. Mm-hmm. Do you have makeup tips for going to the gym? I sweat a lot when I work out. Yes, I wear makeup to the gym. Um, I prefer something that's like a cream to powder foundation, and put a bunch of translucent powder over it. Get you some waterproof whatever, you know, mascara, eyeliner, da da da. Get you some matte like 24-hour lipstick. Put that on. Get you some setting spray and spray a bunch of it on. You good. When you wipe with the towel, blot. Don't smear, but blot. And if you do like a little highlight, you're gonna look sparkly instead of sweaty. Okay. Yeah, if you're with someone that's hitting you, use that to get something out of them first. Like, hold it over their head for a little bit. Like, I have evidence, proof, take pictures, record it on the phone, whatever you need to do, and then blackmail them, girl. Like, if you don't do A, B, C, and D, I'm turning you over to the authorities. Get what you want. hmm If he plans a first date, should I say no to the first date and make him wait a while? No, because he's trying to impress you, you know. Only time you make someone wait is after they've done something wrong. They've done something wrong. If you make them wait too long, they're just going to move on. So you give them a maybe, and you make them work for that yes. They got a week to convince you. Okay. Blackmail is illegal in Canada. So is beating people. Okay. Which what you going to jail, or you have no proof that I'm blackmailing you. It's like, don't call it blackmail. Just like, use the power of suggestion, I really don't want to turn you into the authorities. I really don't. I love you. But you can't go on hitting me. And, I missed time off work. I had to go to the doctor. I need to be compensated. I need you to give me this much money so that I can pay for all these things and pay for this, and that. I want to do this, and that to make myself feel good again about myself. I need this much money. because, you know, what you did was wrong and you should pay. And you're not saying you should pay me, you're saying you should pay. Like, I'm going to call the police or you should pay me. Whichever one he feels like you're saying, that's what he's going to go for. There's no evidence that you're saying blackmail. Because you can say, well, I meant you should pay by, I'm going to call the police. You know, and then you need to pay for the damage that you did to me because I could sue you in the court of law or whatever. You know, I can call the police right now and have them take you away, and I can prosecute and all that stuff, and then I could sue you for damage to my body, for medical bills, da da da. You know, so legally you were within your right to ask for compensation. That's what I do. And then if he said no and got crazy, I would dial the police right then and there. I'm here to report an assault. Make sure you have his driver's license number, ID, social security card, social security number, so they can catch him. Tell him where he work and everything. You know. Give us your seduction trick for first date. Okay, well, don't look like you're trying to please them. That's the number one. They gotta please you. Okay. Sit back and let them work. Okay. So, for example, we're sitting at a table. You're them, I'm me. So you sit down at the table. The waiters are giving you your menus and your drinks or whatever. And you're like, you're sitting like this. Sit at an angle. Don't sit straight across. Sit at an angle. Okay. Because he needs this profile. Okay. So you're sitting at an angle, and you're like, oh, you know, use body language, use shoulder, like this, like, oh, what looks good on the menu? Let me see. You be extra feminine, like with your movement and everything. Like everything is emotion. Like remember rhythm. You're hypnotizing them with seduction. So everything is one fluid motion. Okay. So when you grab your menu, you're like, oh, what's on the menu? I wonder what's it. Oh, this is really good right here. You know? What do you suggest? You know, this is how you do it. Everything is a dance. Everything is a move. You're hypnotizing them with your rhythm. They're getting into the flow. And then you can smell. They can smell your perfume when you keep moving all around. And if they ask you if you got to pee, you're doing too much. Slow it down, okay? So like, so move around a lot in slow fluid motions. You know, they like this. This is their fantasy. And then, you know, look in their eyes for a second and be like, oh, I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking later. You know, now you got a secret. Now they want to know. Now they're your slave because you know something and they're waiting on you to reveal. They're waiting on you to give them something. You know, it's like, I'm going to tell you later. I just thought of something. Okay. You're going to love it though. You know, now they have anticipation and anxiety for you. You know, build it. You know, you got to use mind tricks and power of suggestion and make people, you know, have anxiety towards you because they can't wait. You know, that's how you got to do it. You can't just be boring like you're on a job interview like, so, what's your name? Oh, do you like sports? Oh, go Rockets. You know, oh, this restaurant, I heard it's really good. Don't be that boring chick. Be the seductive chick that they're going to be like, oh my God, here's my wallet. That's what you got to be. Okay? And have a drink before you get there. Don't get drunk, but have a drink because it loosens you up. It gives you that confidence, that they call that liquid courage, and you're just like relaxed, you know? If you don't go on a date high, don't go on a date slurring because you just smoke weed or took some pills. Don't do that. That is unclassy, and the men will pick up on it and they're like, "Oh my God, never again." You know, don't do that. You know, because I heard some women talking like that, and I'm like, "Are you high? Are you on the phone with me high?" Ugh, no wonder you can't get no man. Don't do that. So smile, Everything is a fluid, feminine move. You're getting him in your rhythm. He can smell your perfume every time you move. He's got the profile of you. You're not just straight across from him like a job interview. It's it's like art, when you draw or paint a portrait or some type of piece of art. You don't put the stuff right in the center. It's too commercial and it's too block. You put something on the side. You put something over here. You got movement and rhythm in the piece. It's like art. You gotta be an artist. Okay? So, and make sure you're feeling yourself too. Like, I know I'm all this. Okay? Now, do you want to get to know all this even better and take it to the next level? Because this don't come free. Okay? That's how you gotta be. Don't say that, but just act like it. Okay. Okay. So, I don't know what y'all arguing about in the comments. Some dude working at the post office. My husband makes such and such a year. Okay, well, if he's making some good money, then who cares? As long as he's giving it to you. Right? What if a rich guy's acting cheap? Might as well date a broke guy. Okay? Some rich guys think that just because they're rich, that they don't have to do anything. You just want to be around someone who is wealthy. They don't have to do much. Those are the guys that haven't, figured it out yet. They're gonna get the type of women who's impressed just by them being rich. They're gonna get those women. Okay, if they think you're one of those women, they're gonna try you. They know better than to come at a woman who has super high standards like that. They would never. Okay, so if they see you as that type of woman, that's how they're gonna treat you. Like, oh, she'll do it for free. All I gotta do is drive around in my car a couple times and take her out to eat. It's over. She just want to be in my presence. She just want to be around this lifestyle because she's not used to anything. But if you got a woman over here looking classy, like she can date 5 of you at the same time with someone with more money than you, he has to impress you. That's why the look, how you dress, how you speak, will determine how they treat you and how much they want to give you. Okay? If you're acting like brand new, they're going to try to get you free. If you're acting like you already know what's up, you got 5 other people in line waiting for him to hurry up and get, to leave and stop wasting your time. You got people looking at you while you're out with him, wishing they could be in his place. That's when they offer you the money. Okay, that's why in my group I'm saying y'all gotta level up. Don't be fighting me. I know what I'm doing. I've been doing it forever. My sister's been doing it forever. My friends been doing it forever. We know what we're doing. Okay, if you're fighting, oh, I don't want to change my hair. I don't want to wear this much makeup. I don't want to wear these type of clothes. I'm comfortable. Then you don't need the level up. You need to stay exactly what you are, where you are with Dusties, and enjoy that life. Because if you're not ready to really put in work, then don't bother trying to, see any results. Because it takes work, The thing is, if I can go from looking blah one day to long wig, makeup, the next day with ease and no problems. I can step out the house and go and get some old dude to take me shopping right now. If I wasn't married, I can go do that right now. Okay? But I'm old, I'm married, I got kids, I've already been there, done that. That's how I met my husband. But if I was y'all's age and single, and the only thing standing between me and having the lifestyle that I want was some hair and some makeup, oh, I'm going to master it. I'm going to master it, or at least try to master it the best of my ability. And I'm going to go out there and use what I know, use what I have to get what I want. I'm not going to try to fight myself on it either. I'm going to be like, this is what I want. This is what I'm going to go get. Bam. I've seen other people do it. I know I can do it. Don't sit here and have an argument with yourself. It is what it is, So use the power of suggestion. Get what you want. Make sure you're researching it as well so you don't, say the wrong stuff and get the wrong results. um, Hundreds of videos on YouTube about it. Go learn from the experts. After this video, go look up the power of suggestion. How to use the power of suggestion to get what you want. A bunch of videos are going to pop out. And you're going to be like, test them on people you already know. When they start working, then go test them on these guys. Okay? I want to know your definition of femininity. Okay, my definition of femininity is very soft, sensual, seductive, and fluid, not hard, harsh, rigid, and fixed. That's male characteristics, okay? Not super, I don't need you, but willing to receive, using what you have to get what you want, not trying to impress everyone, but making them impress you. That is what femininity is, when you get out the car and everyone watches you walk, that's femininity. Okay? Not because you have a big booty either, but because you're graceful. So, because of how you look, because you're put together, because you're a lady. Okay? Because you take care of yourself. Because you're not loud and obnoxious, and you're not screaming and yelling, and you're not using curse words. That's femininity, okay? If you have a problem with this, work on it. Find someone who can be your inspiration, maybe a celebrity or someone who you think is like just really feminine and whatever, and study her. Like, who I think is really feminine in movies? What's her name? I forgot her name. Paula Patton, like Robin Thicke's ex-wife. Whenever I see her in movies, she's just so feminine and ladylike, and I think that's a good example of like a really feminine woman, but not overdoing it. That's just, it comes through. So y'all gotta go, but basically find someone that's feminine and study them and their actions, how they move, walk, talk, act, dress, do their makeup, hair, blah 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 blah. We can't always be 100% like that every time we, do anything. But when you're in the public eye, when you're out and about, when you're trying to date or, get a man's attention, you have to be like that. Because masculine men are attracted to feminine women. Feminine men are attracted to masculine women. So if you want a feminine man who wants you to pay for everything and for you to take care of everything and let him be the woman, then that's what you're going to attract. So you must be very feminine to attract a very masculine man that will take charge, want to lead, want to pay, and do that kind of stuff, So if you're out here wearing, tennis shoes and jeans and t-shirts and your hair up and big old hoop earrings, no makeup, you're more like a man than you are a woman. So you got to really work on it. Really work on it. It's going to take a lot of effort if you're not like that already. So, and you don't want people thinking you're, not into men, because if you are and you don't look like you're, super feminine, they might mistake you as not being into men. So you need to also keep that in your mind too. Why don't some guys approach you? They might not think you want them. Okay? So make sure you understand that. Make sure you're improving yourself every day, and you can use the power of suggestion on yourself to make yourself more feminine as well. Like, if you have a problem cursing, work on that first. Okay? If you have a problem screaming loud and talking loud, work on that. If you have a problem leaving the house looking like you don't care, work on that every day. Work on something. Okay? But I'll see y'all next time. I really got to go because I got a long evening. Okay? I got to go to this winter ball with my kids, and Uh, okay, so I'll see y'all later. Bye. Trying to press this button. Bye.